Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. So in this clip, I'm going to be showing you products that I used. Just check the description box below and everything is going to be there. In this tutorial, I'm going to mainly focus on how to part your hair because parting for me takes a long time because I like to be precise with my parting. So I'm going to be focusing on tips and tricks, how to set up your mirrors, how to part your cornrows especially. So just keep watching. If you are a beginner, take your time. Like, don't let these clips fool you. It took me as much time to part my hair as it did to braid my hair. So it takes time. Just practice and practice. So now I'm going to show you a method that I use to set up my mirror so that when I'm parting my hair, I can see both the front and the back. So you have a large mirror in the front, and then right behind it, I have that small mirror. So this is what's happening. When I'm facing the front to part, I will look at this mirror. And then when I need to part the back of my head so that I'm not parting blindly, I will turn around. I'll just cover that. And I will face this mirror. So I'm going to try and show you what that looks like. So hopefully you can see that. Obviously, because of how the camera is set up, the angle is a little bit weird and you can't see, but I can see the back of my head in this mirror through this small mirror, so I can see it clearly. Even though the light doesn't show, I can clearly see what I am parting in the back mirror. So in this clip, I just want to draw your attention to some details. So that small mirror is just balancing on a high chair, and I have some boxes, and then I even use my makeup in order to raise it higher. So this particular mirror is one of those mirrors that has like mobility, so it can move a lot. So you can just push the frame either back or forward. This is like my second time using this small mirror as a back mirror to part my hair, and I realized that this mirror is actually a much better option than a stable mirror because you are able to sort of just tweak it a tiny bit or however much you want in order to get the precise angle that you need to see anywhere on your head. So now we are going to move on to sectioning your hair. Sectioning your hair just contributes to clearer lines and neater braids in general. I know that people who are professionals can literally just go in and just part and everything just looks perfect, but I definitely can't do that. And if you're a beginner, you want to section your hair and plan things out. So in my head, I know that I want 6 large braids and 5 tiny braids. So I've gone ahead and braided that middle braid so that I can divide my hair into two. I think that's one of the reasons why I like braiding, because to me braiding is just very strategic. And next, I'm going to show you one of the reasons why that braid looks so neat. So as you practice more, you get down braiding technique and how to braid neatly. I know me myself, like it's not every time that I braid neat, so I will like take out the braid and go over it. That's just how I am. But braiding technique isn't actually the only thing that contributes to having a neat braid. So right here, I'm just showing you one of the tips that I use in order to get a neat braid. So as you can see, that middle part is already braided, but I just wanted to show you this is exactly what I do before I braid that down. So I'll have the piece I want to braid sticking out in the middle, and on either side I will lay down the section I'm not braiding with jam. So what this does is that it just slicks down every single straggly hair that is trying to steal your glory. Like, I hate it when hair gets in the way and I grab another piece from another section. Like, this just avoids that and makes sure that everything is out of your way. Like your thing will look like you just freaking took a knife and parted the Red Sea, I assure you. So we are going to get down to parting that right section where we are going to have three large braids and two small braids. So the first thing I do is I will grab that large comb and sort of create a rough draft. You don't want to start by grabbing a tiny comb because you're probably going to rip your hair and it's going to be hard to get that tiny comb through. So use a large brush first and you will see how that is just a very rough draft and it doesn't look neat at all. Then what you want to do is this is where you get precise and grab that small comb and then you start cleaning up that part. So a little about what I use to define my parts because the two definitely matters. This is a rat tail comb and I find one with a sharp edge, that edge right there, not the tail. So what I do is I break off the tiny little pieces in the middle so that it's blank and then I cut off the tail. I break off the tail rather. So again, this is me using that mirror method to part the back of my hair. So you see how I'm looking all the way up? That's me looking at the small back mirror. And you are going to have to like adjust your mirror several times as you part in order to see the different angles on your head. So if you remember in the first clip, the mirror, the small mirror was like, I believe on the right. Now I have moved the mirror all the way to the left so that I can see this angle of my head. So you're literally going to have to keep moving that mirror in order to see the different angles of your head. And now that I have defined my parts, this is what we are looking like, nice and clean. Okay, so when you are parting cornrows, one common mistake to avoid is you want to make sure that you have space at the nape of your neck for all your cornrows. So when you start out big, make sure you are cutting it to curve this way so that at the bottom you are only using a tiny bit of hair. This makes sure that when you are doing your other cornrows, you have space for them. So this might start out this big at the front, but it will only take up a little space at the back. So that's how you want to cut your cornrows. So I've finished parting this side into three, so 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to part this side into 3 braids and put the tiny braids in. So another way that I used to measure, another tip is to feel this side of your head and try and feel where it's supposed to sit. So like I wouldn't part this braid down here because obviously this one starts right here. So you just kind of feel it out and this is exactly where that braid feels like it's going to lie. So that's where I'm going to part it. And then I'm going to do the same for this and then I'm going to part it. So yep, that's everything I was able to cover about parting in under 10 minutes. If this was helpful, let me know the part down below that was helpful and the new things that you learned and didn't know. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And my next video that I'll be releasing this weekend will be on how to do the cornrows in this video. So stay tuned for that and have a good one. Bye bye.